I wanted to tell you about what happened when I was to the hospital. And it here in Sweden, in my city, we 90% about is Muslims that drive the taxi. They help each other to get a job, and that is also in Israel. When I have been there and going with the taxi, they can't speak any English because they are Arabic. So that is a special, is a male thing, I think. That why they want to drive all the cars, and many are not nice. But when I start to talk about God, they go better because they be interested because I am Swedish, and no one talk about religion in faith in Sweden, because we are the most known godly country in the world. It's I don't know how much it is today, but before it was very low who believe in God, and then in this country is it so many different ways to think about God, how who he is. So most people here, the people are Lutheran, but also in this free church, baptized and Pentecostal church, and Catholic, and they are believing in that Jesus was God that was walking on the street here, and they misunderstand what the Bible is talking about, what it said in the truth. It's Jesus was like me, or I am like Jesus, because we are one with God, that we have a relationship with God. Jesus was not God, and I am not God, but we can hear from God, we can hear from heaven, and in that way are we one with God, because we hear him talking. And I have explained for you how God is talking to me, that I cannot see him. In the beginning, when I start to walk and God educate me, I never saw him. It was when I come up in heaven, there I could see how God looked like, but not walking here on earth can't I see him. I can see maybe a part of it when he wants me to see a hand, for example, because the hand is symbolic about to act and direction, and so that's can he show, like he show his back. Now I am not good in the Bible, but he could show himself that see the back of him, but not in front, how it looked like in in the face, and so some part of God we can see, and it's not. It can be symbolic that we see it and not the real one, and so they be confused when I talking. And today it was a young Muslim that could speak good Swedish. He was born in Sweden, I assume, because he could speak perfect Swedish. But he had all these attributes for to be a Muslim, and I say it was not immediately in the taxi that I was talking to him about God, but it was I say I wear a mask because I was sitting with him. I didn't sit far away. I sit with him in the car, so I wanted to have a mask on me. And I say that I don't want to be sick because I'm on my way to take the flight to Israel, I say to him. And he asked me what I should do there. Do you have family there in Israel? He asked me if I knew anyone there I should meet. And I say no. It's I told him that God have and heaven have told me to go to Israel and touch the Golden Gate. And I say it's a Muslim area most, but it is control of the Muslim military and the Israel police, so it can be dangerous to be there. I say to him, but if God wants me to be there, I have to go there. I say to him, and who is your God? He said to me, is it Jesus? He said to me, because all is Muslim. That's the dangerous, and that is the fight about, because they see us that is not look like Muslim, that we are Christian, and they go angry about it. And but they are also angry of other people that have another faith in them. If you are not Muslim, you are an enemy to them, no matter what you are. And they think because those Muslims have so strong faith and been raised into religion, so they believe that everyone is like them, that we are strong in religion when we are not Muslim, but we are in some faith. And I say that Jesus is not God. And then he relaxed. I saw how he relaxed. He was defending when I said God have told me. And is it Jesus? He say, no, Jesus is not God. God is over Jesus. God is one. It's God Elohim. I say to him, it's no, he have not walking on the street. He have walking in that way that he have talking to someone walking here on earth. But he have never been on the street, and he have not been killed. You can't kill God. You can kill God in your relationship with God. That you can kill. But you can't kill God Elohim. And so we talk about it, and it was I was in to the doctor, not a doctor, a nurse, and she gave me the injection, and I wanted to know exactly what will be in the future of the doctor's future about me. And I didn't remember, or maybe the doctor talked to me last time that it was not really so I understood what he was saying, or else I have forgotten. And I asked the nurse if it was the last time I got the injection. And she say, like, in that way, that it was my fault, that he had say that the doctor wrote that I am going to Israel, so I need to have the injection for to not have psoriasis when I am in Israel. So today I got the half dose. I didn't get the same dose of the medicine, and I hope it's enough because they measure it with the weight, and I am very heavy, and it doesn't. I don't look so heavy, but my body is identity of my body is very strong. I am and I'm not a normal built person, and so I weight much more than you can see that on my body. But the doctor, of course, know my weight, so I need to have double doses. But the doctors say that we should test to give her half of the dose and see what happens. And so I got the half dose and a normal dose for a person. So I got the injection today. And the nurse say that we are going to give you the injection in the same as you had the old injection. So every third month you are going to get this injection, and we check it out how it's going. So in that way, Israel helped me, because if I have not told the doctor that I need to have injection, I say to him, because Israel is going to see, the doctor in Israel going to see that you don't help me because I get psoriasis all over, my body bleeding and in the face bleeding, and they will see how Sweden is treating people. I say to the doctor last time I saw him, and then he changed his mind. So now it's written in the report that I am going to have the medicine every third month. So in that way, Israel helped me. If I have not travel to Israel, I have not got any injection. And I have been very bad, and I get fever of the inflammation in the body if I don't get the injection. So that now it's they rejoice. They know it should happen, the spirits, but they are standing here and hold up the arms, hands, and jumping on the floor like it is in a human body. They do this and showing me that they rejoice over that Israel did help me in this way. It's amazing. And then I was thinking about the whole process when I was waiting for the nurse at the hospital. How could I say that I should go to take the flight to Israel in the first time I did it, and that I know I go and get the injection every 3rd month. So last time I was at the hospital, it was for 3 months ago, and I didn't act in that way, like I have already the ticket and plans and everything. No, I was sitting and thinking about that, because I know that the airplane ticket was bought for 1.5 months, like that, maybe 2 months, but not 3 months. But I told her that I'm going to Israel for 3 months ago, so I must have in some way knew it, and that's even if it have happened many times, I am very surprised that I know things before I know things. And so the plan was to go to Israel without knowing how to get the money for the airplane ticket, and how to get the money to pay a hotel or where to stay in Israel, and how to bring with me my scooter. But that I see that if I don't get support of much money could pay the scooter that is counted in the hotel room nights, it's been like 2 weeks in the hotel staying, that I have to pay for the scooter to bring with me by a taxi. So I have to give up the scooter because it's so much money to bring it in Israel. And then either it will be that I be healed enough to could walk on my own in Israel and take I don't know, I don't remember how it looked like, the train, the local train that go in the whole Jerusalem, how it looked like if I can walk up on that train. Last time I was in Jerusalem, I was going with those trains, but I don't remember if it was a plan to walk in, so there is no stairs. Then I can take the train to different places. But the hardest in Jerusalem is that they have no. It doesn't tell you the English name for places. It's in Hebrew or Russia, and there is not for English. And I know it today that it is because they want people to go with a tourist guide, to pay for the tourist guide, and not go on your own like I have done now 2 times. I have been in Israel and been on my own, and they don't want that. The government, they want you to go to a guide tour because they have paid much money to build those, what they call, what it is, fake historical places. So they have done like Disneyland in Israel, in Jerusalem. Is it like Disneyland? And you have to pay for guide tour, and those vans I have seen that can take my scooter with them, they don't use it to have a scooter in them. It's for a big group of people to go to those fake, some are real, but many things are fake, and they pay for that. They pay for the whole van to bring a group of people, not one person with a scooter. And it's very, very bad, this, what's have happened. It was not so like that when I was in Israel the first time. It was guided tour, but it was more free to walk by yourself. But now is it only about to do tours. I have seen there is tours for food to eat. Like you can't go to a restaurant and order food for you. You pay for someone to take the group of people there to eat. It's like they are babies, the tourists nowadays. They can't do anything on their own. And that was not the first time, 2011, when I was there. We were going on a tour, but we were a church group that was together, and then we pay a woman to guide us that lived in Israel, and that was connected because the pastor in that church, he had lived in Jerusalem for many years, so he knew this person that go with us and guide us. So that it was not the same sort of a guide tour like it is today, and I could tell because I didn't see those groups of people like it is today. And then it was so. It was very different. Then I go with a Swedish driver back home, and I couldn't speak to him like I speak with this Muslim man. And now when I go to the hospital, I talk to the Muslim the whole time. And that is the group that I reach out to about God. And they are interested to hear from me what God have shown me and told me. They are very interested. It's in the Muslim group also. They stop to listen at this traditional way to do. They want to hear new things that God doing and saying things today, and not what the whole time that what happened in the past. They want to know God today, so they are interested to hear, and I hope and I think I change many Muslims men to not be so much into fight against other people, if not with they do drugs, but those other that is only angry about Christianity and this, that they assume that everyone is Christian that is not Muslim. And I tell them, and it have happened that I have healed some of these Muslims that live here. And I have told you about this Muslim man that was laying in the park. He had a motorbike that he come to the park, and then when I walk past by him and far away from him, it was chestnuts that was throwing on me. So I turn around and look at him, but then he was on his way in another direction, and it was too far for him to could have throw those chestnuts. But that was a way for me to talk to him. So I turn around and walk back to him, and in that time he come back to the motorbike and was laying on the ground. And I asked him, was it you that threw the chestnuts on me? And he was, what? I have laying here and relax. And then we started talking, and he was on his way to Iraq and to fight in Iraq war. And it was when it was when he's the leader, ISIS leader was alive, and he should go and fight, he say. But I lay hand on him, and after I have lay hand on him, he say to me, he be like so very relaxed in his face, and he say, I understood. When you lay hand on me, I understood everything, he say. So I'm not going to Iraq and fight. I stay home with my family here instead, he say. So I make him change his mind by help from God that send this energy to him. And now is a spirit coming here, and why I was talking about this man, it's because the spirit is want to heal you from revenge. He's heal you from to have those mindset that everything that is against you, immediately you go and want to have revenge for what's caused your problem, when you need to turn around and talk to God and heaven about it, and give that anger and revenge thoughts to God to solve that problem. And you can also ask God to give you a hint, to give you a sign of what to do to not take the revenge in the old way, to do it, because that revenge causes another revenge, and it's be like a chain, and it will never stop. There will be killing, 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 and it never stops. So you have to take it to God and talk about the problem. That was the Spirit saying. I don't know why I have this problem with my throat now. It has something either with a... No, we say it's not him, the Spirit. It's about you that have something with your throat, something. And you have something... he says sounds in your ears that make you angry, and that have nothing with do what is around you. It's about you, inside you. And the Spirit want to give you an healing. So it's not only about revenge, it's about healing for your throat. That's what he was showing me, this, that I have so much tickling in my throat and want to cough. So that's what be the problem. I can have this because I wear the mask, but it is many hours now since I took away the mask, so I should be okay now. From the mask can give me some fiber in my throat, and it should not be now. It's 4 or 5 hours since I had the mask on, and I have drinking water and this after, so it's not that. It's a Spirit showing me about the coughing, and it's a message today. I understand it now. I was thinking very much about it today when I sit and wait for the taxi, that my friend, he died of COVID-19, and he got a swollen eye, and he recording in the morning for the church. He was a pastor and was talking, and he say he had problem with her eyes because it was swollen, and but he was okay with his voice. And then he go with the ambulance into the hospital, and then he died just after. And that eyes, that he say the swollen eye, it was where he got in the bacteria. So I always wear my glasses, and if it's like in the summer, I have sunglasses on, and I have sunglasses on in the store. I don't have my eyes open and could get bacteria in the eyes. That's a warning for you that there will come waves of many things that can kill you. So I tell you you have glasses, but you don't use glasses, and you don't want to use the glasses in front of other people, and that is stupid. because that protect you from getting in bacteria in your eyes. He didn't get the virus in his nose or his mouth. He got it in his eyes, and it killed him. And that is a message from him that I received today, that he wants me to tell you to be careful with your eyes. So it's not only about the mouth and the nose. It's it's a input in the eyes also. The ears, I have seen that some cover the ears, but that is very hard to get in. But it is an input in the ears, but that is so. It's very unlucky. Then is it supposed for you to be killed if you should get it in your ears, because it's so very hard to reach into the brain from the ears. But it can happen. But the most important is your eyes. And so that was some messages from the spirits also. I thank you, you spirit that are coming through and talk. That you are with me most all the time that I'm recording, that you still want to talk to us. So, yeah, they say, I say before he leaving this recording, he said that, remember that it's going to be more waves. It's about the money now in the world, that it's going to be an increase of the price of to get food, and everything is going to be much higher. That is good for you. Those things that is not good for you, they don't raise the price for that. If you can tell that the cigarettes doesn't go up so much in price, the wine and alcoholic things doesn't go up, the games doesn't go up, those negative things, the devil hold it so you can play and you can drink, and you can, your addiction is going on, and so you will see that good things gonna be bad and bad things gonna be good in this way that the life is going on today, in the end of time. The spirit was going out from me now, talking to you. So thank you for listening, and if you can support me in Israel, please do it. And there is some episodes that have my bank account number that you can place in the money, or you can help me by repost those episodes for other people to, maybe those people that listen maybe have some money so that they can support me with. You maybe don't have the money, and that's okay, but other people can, if you repost it, other people can help me in Israel. But I find some way to go to Israel. I have paid everything to travel, and I have I have paid the hotel, but then I need to eat and drive around where God wants me to drive to go to. And those things that is around the traveling, that I don't have. But God will help me in His way to do it if I don't get support from people. So thank you for listening, and God bless you.